Feel like I'm missing something. We'll see. Caden Thunder has joined. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Terabyte Pug Daddies, hello. Bay Fox, Kayla, Catherine, see you all piling in here. Gemma, hey. Good to see you. With the share. Thanks so much, Gemma. Yes, please don't forget to like and share the stream. It helps us get in front of new people. Greatly appreciate that. Mike Weber, the potato, says yes. Pineapple on pizza? Yeah, absolutely. SOS says nope. I'm a fan. I like it. I like pineapple, though. Maybe, okay, so follow-up question. For those of you who do not enjoy pineapple on pizza, do you enjoy pineapple, period? If there's ham with it, yeah. It's like a Hawaiian pizza, right? Pineapple on pizza is damn good. Vita made it to a live? Hell yeah. Good to see you. Hey, Grandma Shark, Carabites, Michelle, Heather, thanks so much for the love. Greatly appreciate it. We do have a goal of 4K bolts to get Candy Thunder up here. Let me pin that real quick. Let me pin the goal. Bay Fox and Prep Girl already starting us off and getting headed that way. Prep Girl, Janine, Elizabeth, Michelle, Heather, Carabites, Grandma Shark, Kimberly Murphy. Thank you, guys. Never had it, but you're open to trying it. Alexa is good. Give it a shot. I think it's probably better on thin crust. Maybe that's me. But what's up, Ellen? Coldrith. I got it. I am recording. Confirmed. Jesse, no, we are only on TikTok today. Wednesdays are only TikTok only so far. Vita, love pineapple, but it has no business being eaten with red sauce and cheese. I beg to differ. You know what? The red sauce, though, that may be... I've never tried it with, like, the Alfredo. Yeah, I don't think that would work. It's gotta be the red sauce. Shan don't like cooked pineapple, but other than that, pineapple is delicious. You know what? It'd be interesting to have, like, a Canadian bacon pizza with cold pineapple on it. That would be interesting. Thin crust and light sauce? Yeah. Caden Thunder, I think you're onto it there. That's damn good. Charlie. Yes. Hey, Candy and Kathy Gio, thanks for the shares. Greatly appreciate that. Candy Thunder dropping the lightning bolts here. Grandma Shark dropping 206. And Bracker with the heart meat. Kimberly Murphy with the 10 lightning bolts. Elizabeth. 98 lightning bolts. Hell yeah. Anna Hartman, Dylan Sprague, Anna Hansen. Bay Fox, Wolfie Shadow, Kat, Kimberly. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Charlie Diego, Anna Hartman dropping the hundo in 10. Hell yeah. Vita, grilled pineapple with candied ginger is really good. May have to give that a shot. Zelda Baldwin with the share. Thanks so much, SOS. Oh, you're allergic. Well, yeah, that makes sense then. Grilled pineapple and candied ginger. I'm going to have to think about that. Peaches on pizza? Never had that. Like a dessert pizza. I take it back. I've had a dessert pizza with peaches on it. Pretty damn good. Another 4 with the shares. Thanks so much for that. Swish Dammy with the shares as well. Thanks so much. Yeah, candied ginger does sound interesting. Christina got the text and then forgot. But you didn't. You're here. You are here. Maddie with the share. Karen with the share. Maria, Candy, Sarah, and Cordova with the share as well. Thanks so much for that. Greatly appreciate that. Swish, white pizza with ricotta and blackberries. I'm a blackberry fan. It doesn't matter how many of those videos that I see where they put like vinegar on blackberries and worms crawl out. I still like blackberries. Great Dragon Fox Gaming dropping the galaxy. Hell yeah. Thanks so much for that. Tina Shozy, Amanda Lee, Grandma Shark, Amanda F. Michelle Heather dropping the 204. Jackie Kelly, Elizabeth, Charlie Diego again there. Awalani Kiki Akua. Akua? I'm definitely not getting that name right, but beautiful name. Donna DJ 12661 dropped the lightning bolts there too, whom we had the pleasure of meeting today. Dropped off a quilt for Navy Thunder, and it is beautiful. Charlie, Anna, Karen, thanks so much. Firestar, Elise is here. Heck yeah, Tina Scholes, Grandma Shark, Shy, Chris, Karen, thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate the love. We are at 1644 or 4K for our bolts goal to get Candy Thunder up here. Pineapple and pepperoni on pizza. Michelle Heather with the here we go. Thanks so much. Natasha. With the 2 A's in a row, you have to elongate the right? Natasha. Karen, Anise Moon, dropping the 203. Hell yeah, pineapple and jalapeno pizza. So good and tasty. That's a good balance, right? That'd be a good balance. What's up, Sergeant Mac? How you do? Jelly, yes. Melissa Takar Wolf, hello to the Thunder fam. Pineapple absolutely belongs on pizza. You know what? There are like few things that I don't enjoy on pizzas, but I don't like I have a texture issue with grilled onions, like cooked onions and peppers too. I'm like a 80-60 onions and peppers kind of guy. I don't know why. Love Philly cheesesteaks, but instead of peppers and onions, I'll get like mushrooms and black olives. I'm just weird. I'm sorry. Sorry, but only on Hawaiian or barbecue chicken. Yeah, barbecue chicken. That's damn good. Damn good. Love onions, Elise. I think I have like a. You're gonna hate me for this, but ever since I saw a video about tapeworms in like middle school biology, I was like, nope, I'm out. Grilled onions, no thanks. But they just give me heartburn. They give me heartburn. Dylan, yeah, 86 it. You can tell you worked in food service. Yeah. I'll use 86 whenever I'm ordering food places, and there are some places that are like, what? I'm like, oh, it's not everywhere that uses the 86. Got it. Alejandra, same thing. The taste and texture of onions. I like the flavor. It's like it's the texture thing for me. And legit, I can't not think about a tapeworm every time I see one. Sorry for that. It's gonna haunt you for a while. Canadian bacon, thumbs up. Pineapple, thumbs down. Tony Spark, you're missing out on life here, bro. You're missing out. You're missing out. You know who I bet loves Canadian bacon and pineapple pizza? I'm forgetting his name. One of your favorite country music stars. Who's your favorite country music star? Who's the dude who's down in the islands? Kenny, yes. I bet Kenny loves it. He'd be sad to hear you say no. Be sad. You know what? I love blooming onions. Like, fried onions are different. It's different. A blooming onion, you got to drown it in sauce, though, right? That bloom sauce is so good. So good. We turned this from pineapple into like an onion conversation now. I'm down for it. That's fine. Candy Thunder's an onion lover. Yeah. Love the onions and peppers, and I'm an 86er. Like, Shy. Sorry. Lady Van Landing, I've never had a bloomin' onion. You got to get to an Outback and have one. They are amazeballs. Do not get one if you're ordering like to go. If you're getting DoorDash or something, don't do it. They do not keep well. As soon as that thing gets any kind of humidity in it, it becomes mush. But if you eat there and you get it fresh, so good. So good. So good and tasty. Susan love onions, but then I pick them out. So it's like you want the flavor, but not the texture. That's kind of like what I do. I'll pick them off. Poo Poo plays. Texture thing with pineapple on pizza. Yeah, the same thing with me with onions. Yeah. Lady M, same. Yep. Heartburn. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe. Crushed pineapple? You know what? I will say, like the Canadian bacon and pineapple pizza with the cayenne pepper packets on it. It was really good. Very, very good. Black olives. I'm down for black olives. Tagine on thin crust pepperoni. That's my noise of the day, apparently. 2442 of 4K on the lightning bolt goal to get Candy Thunder up here. Let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling, shall we? Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' Stream on this Wednesday, the 26th of June, 2024. Captain's log. Not really. Coming up, we have stories about a spicy story update, overbearing moms, nepotism in the workplace, kid-free wedding drama, birthday party games gone wrong, cookie conundrums, wedding planning drama, parents turned potential roommates, and of course, a spicy reward story and cake story. Hey, yo, let's rock and roll. A couple of notes before we dive in here. Make sure you are subscribed on YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest content. Of course, if you're not by now, shame. Ding, ding, shang. You should definitely do it. Remember, it's free to subscribe over there. If you're not subscribed already, please do so immediately following the stream or during. If you're rocking the TikTok app right now, just open the other app as well. Go ahead and subscribe, and boom, you're done. Bob's your uncle. We will be giving away some audiobook download codes today on this Rockin' Wheel of Thunder today. Top 10 gifters will make the wheel, as well as 2 existing members of the Storm and 2 new members of the Storm from today's stream. And we'll spin the wheel in the VIP that is immediately following this stream for a couple of winners. If you've watched the last couple of Sunday lives, you've noticed we've done something a little bit different, where the top gifter on the stream has the option to do a 30-minute private video call with Candy Thunder and I. And we're going to do something similar today. However, putting a little bit of a twist on it. Today, top gifter will have the option of scheduling a private 30-minute video call with Tony Spark and I. Yeah. Top gifter today is going to do that. Now, we are getting ready to change that structure, and we'll announce that later. But we've thoroughly enjoyed being able to do these calls. Scheduling is tough because our lives were crazy to begin with. So we're getting ready to put a little bit of a twist on it. We'll announce that later. So this is going to be the last stream where we do like the top gifter for an individual stream gets the call. It's the last one that we're doing that for. So keep that in mind. It's been so much fun, though. We've met some amazing people and finally get to put some faces and voices to names, which has been super, super cool. Hey, Jill, JJ, Melissa B, Gray Dragon, Fox Gaming, dropping the galaxy again. Heck yeah. Stacy, Gracie, JJ, TLS, Amber L. Hickey. It's me, Pilar. Amber L. Hickey again there. Brooke, TLS, Donna, DJ again. How was Blackstone, by the way, Donna? I hope you got a chance to enjoy it thoroughly. Brandy Hicks Davis, Diana Galvin, Tony Spark, Candy Thunder, Andromeda Amber, Deidre, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. A couple of other notes as we get rocking and rolling today. Reminder, keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinion, of course, and we don't all have to agree. We're not going to, but it costs absolutely nothing to be respectful and to be a DFHB. Also, spoilers will get muted. So, don't spoil. We are going to be playing the story game again today. We'll read the title. We'll do a 1-minute poll. You get to cast your vote, and then we'll see how far off we were at the end of that. Let me move something. We had an electricity issue here today, and our AC wasn't running for part of the day. That's great. It's running now, which is great, but we can't run it during the stream because it's too noisy, so I had to turn my fan my way. Shinryo to 30 minutes. It's a great amount of time. It's like enough for us to like build a rapport. And always at the end of that 30 minutes, we're like, man, we could talk for hours. We could talk for hours more. But Don, he ended up at a Chinese restaurant. Dang. Which one? Which one did you go to? That's a very important distinction there. Very important. Okay. You ready? Get out your brooms. Let's go. 3600 to 4K. By the end of this story, we'll have Candy Thunder up here. Let's rock and roll. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one is actually a spicy update to a previous story. And the title on this is, Am I the Astronaut for Letting My Son Help Me in the Kitchen? I wanted to get the poll started here. We'll have 1 minute to cast your vote based on title alone. Am I the astronaut for letting my son help me in the kitchen? And do you remember? I do. I remember it. Yeah. Good job. She's like, oh, you remembered something. Good job. We were talking like yesterday or day before, and she was telling me about a conversation we had the other day about some pictures I take. I take a lot of pictures of the sky. Whatever catches my eye, I'll take a picture. And I was getting ready to post one on Insta, and she's like, "Oh, so the conversation we had the other day is completely out the window." And I'm like, "What conversation was this?" Gave me a detailed account of this conversation, and I'm like, "I have no recollection of this. None. I don't think I was there. I think you might have been talking to one of my other personalities. Maybe Moira was on that walk when we talked about it. I don't know." Title again was, Am I the Astronaut for Letting My Son Help Me in the Kitchen? And NTA is running away with it. Amber, I am recording. Skinwalker, Dusty, entirely possible. Candy Thunder is not a fan of that. No. 10 seconds left on the poll. Just a guy thing. Maybe. It's so shiny moment. Allergic to dish soap? Maybe? I don't know.
This is the first time hearing this.
It's the first time hearing of it. That's my line. 94% went NTA on this, which makes total sense. Before we dive into the story, let's bring her up.
No, go ahead.
You want me to read the story first? Okay, you've unlocked Candy Thunder. I'm going to go ahead and give some thanks for this, and then we're going to set the new goal, and then I'll read the story, and then we'll get Candy Thunder up here. Sound good? Everybody dig it? Everybody dig it? All right, Grandma Shark running away with the lead on this one. Then TLS Journey, Snow White Queen, A.K. Mary, Michelle, Heather, Anise Moon, Anna Hodgman, Bay Fox, Queenie E33, Rafael Carcamo, Candy Thunder, Donna 12661, and then Firestar 06, Elise Newman 10th anniversary, Dylan Sprague. We've got Tafoya Party of 7. Tony Spark. Roberta Snyder, Charlie Diego, Southern Country, Violet Green, Amanda Flo, Call Me Gracie, Brittany, it's me, Pilar, Ms. Pamela L. Actually, this is the, won't let me see the rest of the name there, Prep Girl, Ms. No, Honeybird, Jilly55, Stace Living Life, Jackie Kelly, Berlioz, Brandy Perkins, Swishnanigans, Brandy Hicks Davis, Anna Hansen, Island Girl, and Catherine Slate. Thank you all so much for that. We've unlocked Candy Thunder. She'll be up at the end of the story, and in the meantime, we're going to try to unlock Tony Spark as well. Let's do it. Let's do it. And as a reminder, we are playing the game we normally play on Sundays, where the top gifter for the entire stream will get the option to do a 30-minute private video call with Candy Thunder and I. Oh, this will be Tony Spark and I. That's right. I already forgot. It's the first time I'm hearing of this. Tony Spark appearance. There we go. Let me pin that real quick. Been in a rock mood lately. All right, there we are. We're rocking the Tiny Dinies, and we'll dive into the story. Okay, we ready? Let's do it. Title again was Am I the Astronaut for Letting My Son Help Me in the Kitchen? And this is a spicy update to a previous story. Hello, everyone. Just saw my post on Instagram. I totally forgot about this account. I thought I should give an update. It is not a happy update because my husband and I are going through a divorce. Stemming from that story before? After my last update, everything was fine until my husband started acting weird and out of character. I'll not go into details that much, but he was having an affair with someone he met online. So apparently my husband has been using online forums, even Reddit, to vent his frustration about Matt, and he feels he has failed as a father, and me not supporting his decision is emasculating him. That is when he found his mistress, 35 female, who poisoned his ears that I am not a good wife because I should obey my husband. She and my husband badmouthed me, and she even had some questionable words for my son Matt as well. So we have been fighting a lot about this. He blames me because none of this would have happened if I just respected his authority as the man of the house, and that mistress understands him and knows when to shut up. Well, she checks all the boxes then. She understands me and she knows when to shut up. I bet she cooks and cleans too, right? For sure. I still cannot believe he will turn his back on us just because my son liked cooking. And if you don't remember the previous story, that was it. He enjoys cooking, and that wasn't a manly enough thing for Dad. This is not the man I married. I sometimes feel sad because I've been struggling with depression for a long time. My sons are pretty depressed too. I took them to therapy, especially Matt because he believes we are divorcing because of him. He took it hard. He even told me he will stop cooking if that means his dad will stay with us. Dad, ooh. My other sons are also very sad too, but so far they've been understanding. My father-in-law is 100% on my side. Okay, this was the ex-military father-in-law who is husband's dad. That was like, what the hell's wrong with you to the husband? And we were all very surprised by his response, but we're here for it. He has been helping me with a lawyer and pretty much disowned my husband for his behavior towards me and my kids. That's been my life. I'm struggling a lot with the financial situations. I did get a job, but it isn't that high in pay. My soon-to-be ex has moved in with his mistress. I just hope we will see good days soon. That's all. Pray for us. You know what? We're going to get some help with feedback on this from the one, the only, the magnificent, the beautiful, the courageous and kind, Candy Thunder. Oh my God, it's Candy Thunder. We'll get off the red light,
Okay.
the red light here. You got to share the hat.
I'm going to after the story. But
Okay.
do I have your permission to speak or?
When have you ever needed my permission to speak?
I just wanted to check. I just wanted to make sure I was obeying your commands.
Well.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Well.
Could you imagine?
Could I imagine you obeying my commands?
No, I would never. Unless we're in a high stress, scary situation.
That's
then
true.
I will listen.
Yeah, that's the only time.
Other than that.
But it has. There's also like there's a dividing line between high stress, scary situation. If it is me holding the front doors for a high wind situation, no, that's not there yet. It's only if we're directly being hit by a tornado, then yes, then she will listen. It takes that though.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heard.
Anyways, this.
Shinryota.
Also, do you ever feel?
I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to.
What?
Nothing.
This. Do you ever feel like women who like she's obeying, she knows when to shut up. Do you ever feel like she is just like playing this role in order to get this man? Like,
yeah.
Because I think that she's just pretending to be something that she's not. She's giving him what she thinks that he wants. Has he even met her? Like,
well, I mean, they're moving in together, so.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But
I think he's met her.
Like, I feel like this is just like, I don't know, playing a role, getting what you want, and then I would love to see what's going to happen after she has what she wants. But for him to trade in his wife and children because his son wanted to cook is the wildest thing in my mind. I can't imagine. Why does that have to be a gender specific thing? Like, why does cooking is how like you sustain your life, like feeding yourself, knowing those things are basic, like they're basic skills. Like, why is that a gender specific thing to this guy? My brain cannot comprehend why this is such a big deal.
It's got to come from a place of insecurity about himself,
Sure,
right? It's got to be his insecurity about his own masculinity showing through his need to force that on his own boys.
Yeah.
And his failure to man up his one boy is his own failure as a man, he perceives to be. And now it may be just as much him feeling like he has failed as a man and as a father, and him reclusing out of that in defeat, and him basically starting this new life because he's conceded defeat in the first one.
But I mean, it can't be how he was raised, because his dad 100% disagrees with what his son is doing.
Now,
so he wasn't raised that way. Maybe.
I don't know that we can say father-in-law's opinion now is indicative of how husband was raised, because people change and they grow wiser. And I mean, grandparents have different viewpoints now than they did whenever they were parents, right? Or whenever they were just parents.
I mean, as far as my upbringing goes, I was raised to like do stuff outside. My dad and my brother, I don't remember it, but they taught me how to change my oil, air up the tires, like do all of that stuff. But I also learned from my dad, like how to grill. I learned from my mom how to cook. So there was never like I'm a girl, so I can't do this, or I'm not a boy, so I can't do this. Like, I don't ever remember that being a thing in my household. So I think, and I don't know if that, I just can't understand it. I can't understand throwing your life away. And like in the original stories, I felt like he was going to change, but instead he went online looking for somebody who would validate what he thought. And he found someone to validate those feelings. And then was like, you see, I'm right, because this woman obeys me and she knows when to shut up. So therefore, I'm going to leave you and be with this woman because she gives me everything I could possibly need. 20 years from now, you are going to fucking regret it.
Oh,
you are going to regret everything that you have done.
I don't think it's going to take that long. I think he's going to regret this hard. My biggest problem with all of this is that Matt, the son, feels like it's his fault.
Yes.
There's no way for him to not feel like it's his fault. Like, the husband has made this. He has placed basically the blame on his son for having a preference that's not masculine enough for him. And the son now is going to have those scars, those emotional scars he carries with him for a long ass time. And for the dad to put that on his child is the most cowardly thing. Like, it's just disgusting. And yes, I see a lot of comments in here, like his failure as a father is actually leaving his wife and kids, not making his son manly enough. And I agree. I agree. Getting him to see that is a different issue. But also validation is not someone who just knows when to shut up and does what they're told. That's not validation. That's obedience. That's not validation. That's not somebody agreeing with you. That's somebody obeying with you. That's somebody obeying you. Those are two very different things.
And I'm almost 100% certain. Words are hard. That woman will stop obeying him once she has him. I 100% believe she's playing a part in order to get what she wants.
Or
she found he's weak. This man is weak.
Indeed. Maybe that's my word for the day too. Or yes, she'll use this because she knows this weakness here. She'll use it against him to either bleed him dry or, force him to do whatever hidden agenda she has is going to come to light eventually.
Yeah.
But she's going to use this against him because he showed her a weakness that can be used against him.
There you go. I said this the other night. I did the YouTube live with Dusty, but one of my sayings, I'm gonna get a button up here that says "Grow the fuck up," because this is ridiculous. You're throwing your life away because your son enjoyed cooking. Like, that is the shittiest thing you could possibly do. Grow the fuck up, dude.
So, like, GTFO currently means get the fuck out, right? So now we'd have to create like a different.
No. Grow the fuck.
Yeah. GTFU. You're right. I had it wrong in the first place. We did come up with another one the other day. FitFo is figure it the fuck out.
There
like
you go.
we gotta come up with a design for that one as well. Okay.
Yeah. And someone said, "Are you kidding me? The cooking industry in restaurants is mostly men."
Yeah.
That's true.
And for a long time, it was only men.
Yeah. Okay. This is not related to the story, but I have to show you this hat. Okay. I saw this. You guys can read it. One, I'm not really sorry about my husband. He's the most amazing man ever. But I saw this and said sorry about my husband. And he makes the most like awkward jokes ever. And so I'm just going to keep this hat for when those awkward jokes come out in public settings. And I was going to keep my head down.
You better have it on you at all times.
Yeah.
And I told her once I saw this hat, I said, I'm going to get one or a shirt made that says, "You're welcome," for my wife.
Isn't he just the sweetest? But we have a lake day tomorrow for our team at the office. And I'm going to, this hat will be, you'll see this in a lot of pictures tomorrow.
There you go. They want to know where you got it.
It is a local shop here in town, but they ship, I think, everywhere. So it's Etta and East, and I will share that.
ETTA
Yes.
and East.
Yes.
Etta.
Yeah, her kids' names are Jetta and Easton, and so she made it Etta and East, which is super cute.
Etta and East.
But I saw this and I was like, I love it so much. So
And it's so applicable.
it is, because I'm like, it's too far. It's too far. So whenever he goes too far, I'm gonna pull out the hat and just put my head
You
down.
might as well just leave it on.
There you go. All right, bye guys.
Candy Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe tighter. Caden Thunder back here with his awkward cheers once again there. We're at 938 at 2500 on the Tiny Diny to get Tony Spark up here. And in the meantime, we're going to rock and roll to the next one. Well, now he has to make the jokes. I have to earn the fact that she has the hat now, right? I mean, if I don't cross the line and make awkward jokes, it's not really a worthy purchase, right? You have to get your money's worth for that hat. She's not hearing me.
Oh, I've already gotten
She's already gotten her money's worth for it. There you go.
Not buy anything else.
Maria, I need the shirt. In my defense, I was left unsupervised for sure. For sure. Yeah, Sergeant Mac, I got the green light. Hey, Lucid, thanks for the share. Greatly appreciate that. Ramiro Chica, thanks for the follow. User 950, lots of numbers there. Thanks for the share. Cat Mama. And Rebecca Rowe. Ashley Lee with the shares as well. Thanks so much for that. Roberta Snyder, Orca Moon, Donna, Daniela, JJ, Barbie. Thank you guys so much. Janet Lopez, see you up there as well. Thank you. Did she ask permission first? LOL. She did not. Actually, she showed me the hat and said that she was going to buy it first. They asked if you asked permission first.
Yeah, and you told me no, and I said, fuck.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He goes well. Michael, thanks so much. Greatly appreciate the love. Greatly appreciate it. Allie and East Moon, Ben, Tutal, Alexandra Edward, Trista Cherry, and Melly B. Thanks for the shares. Greatly appreciate that. Megan, see you there as well. Thanks so much, Roberta. You guys are awesome. Julia, happy gosh heckin' birthday to you tomorrow. Anybody who's got a birthday this week, we'll go ahead and do this for you. You got a birthday this week. It's your time. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to you. Hey, perfectly timed. I did not realize that song said spark it up right then. I'm normally talking for that part. But we'll roll with it. Hey, Mike Weber, The Potato, Honey Bear, Michelle Heather, Destiny, Madeline, Steph B, Music Covers, Michael Strafford, Jane Owen, thanks so much for the love. Greatly appreciate it. And it's a big one, Michael. Your girlfriend's on Sunday? Heck yeah. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to her. That's awesome. Also, Queen of Death, TK, yours is tomorrow as well, 54. Happy gosh heckin' birthday. Kiddo turned 18 yesterday, Manders. Happy gosh heckin' birthday there. Risa, yours is too. Heck yeah, happy birthday. You're on Sunday, 45, Risa. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to you. That's awesome. You're from the 1900s, Miss Berg. Tashi, you'll have to be up here. You'll have to come back when it's time for that. Yeah, happy gosh heckin' birthday to everybody. That's amazing. Hope you have an amazing one. Amaze balls. All right, we're going to go ahead and dive into our first official story of the day here. Let's go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one is from AITA and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Calling My Girlfriend a Dumbass and Taking Away Her Key After She Almost Burned My House Down? Okay, let's get a poll started, shall we? Poll starts now. And the title again is, Am I the Astronaut for Calling My Girlfriend a Dumbass and Taking Away Her Key After She Almost Burned My House Down? Several context clues in there, right? What do you think, Smoots? What do you think? I mean, there's, yeah, this could easily sway one way or the other, right? I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go ask on 3, as in a should have done it differently. Writing it down so I don't forget. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Sergeant Mac, I'm with you. 3 at the moment. But it could just easily go one way or the other. I'm guessing right now, based on the context clues, that getting pissed off was warranted. Calling her a dumbass probably wasn't. Taking her key away probably wasn't either. So I'm sure she did something stupid. But, the reaction here is quite harsh. Yeah, it may be an ESH. I always forget that ESH is a thing, Elizabeth. And I think you might remind me. You might have reminded me more than once. Trista? Yeah, ESH. Ellen with a reminder, tap the screen and help hit the likes goal. We are at 21% already, past 100K. Heck yeah. Look at you all go. We have, we're kind of all over the board, but NTA is leading with 69 votes. Next closest is Ask on 3 with 45. All right, we'll see if NTA takes the cake here. Speaking of cake, I have to tell you this. Get your hat out. It's going to be time, but there was a moment last night whenever Candy Thunder and I were spooning, and she was reaching back to to cuddle me up, and her hand touched my ass, and she goes, "What is this?" She didn't know what she was touching, and I'm like, "That's my ass." I understand that you don't know what it is because I don't have an ass. I have leg tops. And then we decided today, after I told them that story, that we're gonna do a Protect the Cake fundraiser, but it's going to be for my cake. It's going to be for my booty, for an implant. It's going to be a Bake the Cake. We're going to raise money to get the ingredients for one cake kit, but it's going to be my cake kit. I have leg tops, legitimately, especially when my leg is bent. There it is. We have earned it. We have earned it. They're leg tops, legitimately. I was like, I'm sorry. I'll do some squats. I'll do some squats. Yep, Elizabeth. Yeah. Jasmine didn't get the text here to support the leg top funds. There we go. Sorry. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Here's the story. My girlfriend wanted a pizza. I have really good frozen pizzas from the local Italian market. They are made fresh, and if you do them up on a pizza stone, they come out perfect. I have made these for us many, many times. It's a simple process. You take the pizza stone and put it in the oven. Let the oven preheat. Put the pizza on the paddle and slide it onto the hot stone. Once it's ready, you slide the paddle under the pizza and pull it out. Put it on the carving board and cut it. Easy, right? Nope. She said my pizza stone was dirty. It was scorched, not dirty. So her brilliant idea was to make the pizza on my plastic cutting board. Wait, tell me that she then decided to microwave something with foil on it, right? Because that way she could just take the cutting board out with the oven mitts and cut the pizza without having to use all the tools. I got home to see black smoke coming out of my house and my girlfriend on the phone with 911. My dog is not on his leash and he's going crazy. I go to the front door to see if it's hot in the house or if I can see flames. No flames, no heat. I get to the stove and turn it off. I open the sliding door to let more smoke out and get my leash on the way out. The firefighters are there within 5 minutes and the smoke is already dissipating. They go in to make sure. All clear. Thank God they were there less than an hour. It is covered by the city. If it was over an hour, I would have been charged for the response. My oven is fucked, though, and I have a lot of smoke damage to clean up. I told my girlfriend I was glad she was okay, but that she's a dumbass, and she wasn't allowed in my house alone for a while. I took her key away. We do not live together, but she has roommates and likes having a big house to herself on her days off. She says that it's a mistake anyone could make and that I'm an asshole for calling her names. Yes, she said those words. She says it's my fault for not just getting microwave pizza and having to eat fancy. You're not helping yourself, lady. You're not helping yourself. But look, man. I mean, I wish we knew ages here. Ages would be helpful. It really would be helpful, because if this is a young adult, like, but a young adult is more prone to make this mistake than an older adult, right? Yes, it's stupid. She should know better, right? Like any kind of experience in life skills would clue you in that, putting plastic in the oven is probably not a great idea. However, I do think that OP's response here, saying you're a dumbass and you're not allowed in my house, clearly she did something stupid. She knows she did something stupid. Her response here, getting pissed off about the name calling, I understand. Saying this wouldn't have happened if you didn't have to eat fancy. Not helping your case here, lady. Not helping your case here. I understand his frustration, though, and I think it all goes back to what's his goal, right? If he's done, or if he doesn't have, if his goal is not for this relationship to continue and grow and strengthen, then his response is perfectly in line with his goals here. If he does want this relationship to flourish later on, I think you got to look at this a little bit differently and say, what is the resolution here? The resolution that he came with is distance. It's like separation. He siloed her from being able to damage his life with her ignorance. And I understand, but that a relationship does not make. So, if he doesn't give a shit about being with this girl, yeah, sure, NTA. If he does, then we're in ESH land. Because he could have handled this differently. I don't even know that it's a should have. What do you think, Candy Thunder? Should he have not called her a dumbass and took her key away for doing something stupid? If I put plastic in the oven, I would hope that you would call me a dumbass. Okay. I think the pain creates change. Oh. Okay. I understand. But she said, she didn't feel like using the microphone, but she said, if she had done this, she would hope that I would call her a dumbass. I couldn't kick you out, though. Not that part. No, of course not that part. Of course not that part. I think it all goes back to your goals, though, right? It is, what do you want to get out of this? ESH is everyone sucks here.
If you're old enough to live on your own, you're old enough to know not to put plastic in the fucking oven.
She doesn't live on her own. She lives with roommates. Yeah,
that's living on your own. If you've moved out of your parents' house, I feel like
you should.
I said that I learned in utero not to put plastic in the oven. It's not that complicated.
Which one of our kids tried to make mac and cheese in the microwave without putting water in it?
Caden and Kieran.
Caden Thunder and Kieran Thunder. They've both done it years apart. How? So it's like I have two answers for this. If he doesn't give a shit, it's an NTA. If he does give a shit, it's an ESH. I would think if you're in the dating phase with somebody and you're not living together and they make a big boo-boo and it affects your life in a negative way, you're probably going to handle that a little more delicately than if you are married. And if you're married and you have been for several years, you're going to be like, why are you such a dumbass? But if you're courting someone, it'd be like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be more delicate there. Put grapes in the microwave? I didn't know grapes in the microwave were a thing.
I understand what you're saying. And he could have been more delicate about what she did. But at the same time, if you're thinking about building a life with someone who doesn't know that plastic doesn't go in the oven, then you might be rethinking your choices. True.
And also, to your pain creates change remark, he could be looking to create enough pain to make sure this never happens again. And be like, since your mommy and daddy never taught you not to put plastic in the oven, I'm going to teach you right now. Here's some tough love.
Yeah, she's got to earn the trust back.
You got to earn the oven back. Maybe it was weaponized incompetence. Maybe she just really doesn't want to ever cook for him. So she's like, I'm going to do this up front, and then he'll never let me near the oven again. I'll never have to cook, ladies. It's brilliant.
He also had a knee-jerk reaction to a very...
She keeps talking without the microphone.
He had a knee-jerk reaction to something that happened. His dog was in danger. His house he thought was burning down. Like, he reacted according to the level of pain that she caused him.
Agreed. Yeah, it was a knee-jerk reaction. It wasn't something he had the time to think through and then be like, okay, let's handle this like this. And he does have a lot of smoke damage to deal with too. Smoke can screw stuff up real bad. Laura, you haven't missed much. We're just wrapping up the second story, getting ready to jump into the third here. Lacey, my parents didn't teach me nothing about cooking. I definitely put the cardboard in with frozen pizza before. It happens, but there was no damage though. Okay. And fire extinguishers ruin a gas oven. Man, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I go back to what's your goal, right? Because your decisions and your actions should be indicative of the direction of your goal. Handle it the way you want it to end up. Bay says it's okay to dump her for all that, but the asshole move is to call her names. And that's probably where the knee-jerk reaction comes in. Like, he was just heated and stressed, and in the calamity right after the fire department finally leaves, he's like, you're a dumbass. And I can't say I wouldn't have said the same thing, right? I'd hope I wouldn't. But what's up, Molly? Good to see you. There's a reason they put instructions and warning labels on everything. That's a good point. You know, the oven bakeable, well, it's from a local place. I would hope they put instructions on there, but since it was from a local joint, they might not have. It could have been like a Papa Murphy's thing, but they put instructions on it. I don't know. I'm not trying to justify it for her, but I'm trying to find something that doesn't make her a complete dumbass. Not a complete one. Hey, Keek and Anna Hodgman, Miss Kitty, Madeline, Sally, Boo Boo, Suzanne Marie, Tamara. Jessica Kearns just became a member of the Gosh Heck It fam. Heck yes, welcome. Glad to have you. Be cool. Harley Q, Holly Jill Talk, Amaldine Shepherd. Be cool again there. Jennifer Jago, Esmeralda, Katisi, Callie Knight, Elise, Harley Q, Amanda F, Carly Rayum. I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure. Carly Reaume. Rome. Would that be right? Candy Thunder, Amaldine Shepherd. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate the love. We're at 1350 at 25 hundo. We got 1150 to go to get Tony Spark up here. And in the meantime, I'll start the next story. She was calling 911 before turning off the oven, and he did it upon arrival. Survival skills absent. Alpha. Yeah. I mean, obviously she has a lot to learn in life, and maybe this is a wake-up call for him. He's like, I don't want to have to parent someone through basic skills, right? Could be. Pota, I get it. Don't ever feel like you have to gift. Like, if you can gift or become a VIP member without causing pain to yourself, sweet. If it's gonna cause you pain in any way, shape, or form, know that you being here, you commenting, you liking, you engaging, you sharing, those are all just as, if not more, valuable to us. So just know, like, we appreciate you no matter what. If you don't feel like not gifting means you're not cool, you're still cool. Said it right. If you say it the French way. Room. I'm still going to experiment with it. Mouse Princess, Young and Fuller, thanks so much for the shares. Candy Thunder with the shares there as well. Hey, if you're a lurker, if you're usually watching the streams, but you don't normally show up or you don't normally comment and engage with stuff, comment and let us know you're here. Just say hi. If you're a lurker, we see you too. We want to see you too. We want to know you're here. Molly Tessa Ridley with the share. Jennifer with the share as well there as well. Awesome. We got Max and Luna, Mama Bird the third. We've got Lee, Katie with the share. Thanks so much. Dreamcraft, Angels, Alyssa. Never seen a live before. I'm awesome. Thanks for the content. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Chris, heck yes. Amber Fields, Molly Tessa Ridley with the share there as well. River, Anna, Afrotine, Annie, Cindy Lou, Cabin, Lady M with the share. Thank you so much. Jeanette, Kay, Amanda, Ashley, Maria, and Kiko. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for that. That was a slip up. Love seeing everybody show up here. There's so many people, and I'm so glad that you enjoy watching. Thank you so much. As a reminder, today is we're doing what we have been doing Sundays for the last couple of weeks. The top gifter for today's stream will have the option to set up a 30-minute private video call with Tony Spark and I. We've been doing it for on Sundays for the multi-streams where the top gifter on YouTube and TikTok have been able to set up calls. We've done probably 5 or 6 by this point, and they've all been, it's cool. It's so stinking cool. So stinking, oog, long-time lurker, heck yes. Heck yes, heck yes. Love Vagina, long-time lurker, or usually lurker, rare comments. Hey, Poetry Mama, thank you guys. Madison, making your husband a penguin from clay. Awesome. So lurker gang, what are you normally doing while you listen? Because a lot of people, will do housework or something while listening. What do you do while you listen? Let's riddle me that while we dive into our next story here. Okay. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again with an AITA story from Reddit for you that goes like this. Am I the astronaut for making my son go to college? Okay, pretty straightforward here. I mean, no context, but poll is starting. Meow. Am I the astronaut for making my son go to college? Poll has started. Taylor, watch all the videos of most lives, but just a lurker. That's cool. That's cool. Mama Kitty, love Navy Thunder. She is so cute. She is it all. She came by earlier today. She came by. She was getting ready to go to Bounce House with Grammy and was so excited. It was one of the few times where she was like, I don't want to stay here. I don't want to be with you, Mom and Dad. I'm going to do something fun. Red light therapy. When you lurk, heck yeah. Wendy Taylor do housework. Bolts for the lurkers. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Everybody bolts for lurkers there. Playing video games, nice. Make up her homework, drawing or eating. Hagatha painting nails while you listen. Driving. Smoke flowers. There you go. Remote work from home. Play on the iPad. Crochet. That's so cool. Drea, working now. Just want to say hello. Hello. Amanda. Heck yeah. Mostly lurker, occasional gifter. You guys are awesome. Alejandra. Mostly a lurker, comment when you can. Lady Van Landingham, usually sewing. That's so cool. Bathing a Shih Tzu. That's got to be fun. if my voice calms your dog enough so that you can bathe them without it being a complete shit show. Cool. Okay, the poll shows the majority of people voting ASCON 3 with NTA close behind. 48 votes to 41. We will see what happens. And the question was, am I the astronaut for making my son go to college? I, 48 female, didn't go to college. My husband, 52 male, didn't go either. We worked extremely hard to live a comfortable lifestyle, and our dream was to send our kids to college and pay their tuition. One of my sons, 18 male, does not and has never wanted to go to college. He's worked at a fast food restaurant since he was 16, and he really loves his job. He says he wants a future in the business, but that was never the plan. This was only supposed to be a 2-year job before he went to college. He's been saying that he doesn't want to go to college, but I don't want him to miss out on life experiences and have grief for the rest of his life. We already applied to college last year and he got accepted. He's set to go in August. Yesterday, he got promoted to manager at 18 years old. He would be making $60K a year, so he would be able to afford an apartment, a car, and necessities in life, insurance, etc. It's not bad money, but he would have to work 50 hours a week, including night shifts, 10-hour shifts, and often doing stuff for his job while he's not on the clock. He was extremely happy, but I don't want him to work long hours with that kind of pay. I'd rather him go to college and find a good paying job where he can work a 9 to 5, 40 hours a week and make pretty good money from that. My son claims that it's useless because if he becomes a general manager, that he'll make $100K a year. But I don't want him to regret it and feel left out when all of his friends go to college except for him. I won't go back on this. We worked too hard for him not to go to college. I told him he needs to turn down the promotion and put his 2 weeks in so he can go to college. He told me he'd pay me back for everything I already paid for, but I was still persistent on him going to college. He then said I was an asshole and a controlling person for forcing him to do something he doesn't want to do and living through him. Vicariously, I assume. Am I the astronaut? This is going to be a complicated conversation. What are your thoughts? My first thought here is this kid's 18. How are you forcing him? 1451 to 25 hundo on Tiny Dinies. We need some Tiny Dinies. We got to get Tony Spark up here. Hey, procrastinate. That means you're really good at procrastinating, right? Allison and Luna, Candy Thunder, Sarah Jane, Denise Burkhardt, Emeldine Shepherd, Delightful by Donna. Jen here, Cat J, Living with Melly Mel. Sending all kinds of stuff through there. Heck yeah. Adventures with Pam. Good to see you. Shan, Harley Q, Holly CR, Denise, Nikki, Beth, Tony Spark, Steph B, Music Covers, Nicole, King of the Tiny Diny, Skylar Moon. You're King of the Tiny Diny? That just happens to be what we're looking for right now. JJ dropping 79 Tiny Dinies. Heck yeah. Living with Melly Mel, Millie Alora. Very cool name. Living with Melly Mel, Elliot, Aliria. I had to read that a couple of times. Living with Melly Mel again there. Skylar Moon, Jennifer Jago, Millie, King of the Tiny Diny, Living with Melly Mel again there. Heavenly Mayhem, Wendy Taylor, Angel Carter. You guys are awesome. We're making our way. 1725 out of 2500. We're making progress. Give him time, Joe the Wolf says. Emeldine Ascon 1. College doesn't always offer you promotions. It got pushed up while I was reading. Experience offers you more. You can have a good career with a degree. You can have a good career without a degree. You know, Ellen with a reminder again, tap the screen and help with the likes goal. We're at 42%. We're good. We're pacing good right now. We're close. We need to hit that 50% mark in the next 9 minutes. We can do it. We can do it. Community college as a compromise. Mine, you're driving while listening. Heck yeah. Avoid all those astronaut's on the road. They're everywhere. In a world full of astronauts. Everybody's going to have a different view of this situation, right? I think mine comes from, hey, Michelle Heather with the shiny air balloon. That was stinking cool. And Janice dropping 60 Tiny Dinies. Sherry Medic with 10. Heck yeah, Janice dropping the 5. Jenny, Sarah Jane Lunar, Jenny, Alaria, Carly Reome, Opal, Jilly5, Michelle Heather dropping 50, Tori, Candy Thunder, Wendy Taylor, Raven Rose, Harley Q, M. McCaskill. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted by the hot air balloons. It was cool. He's 18 and can do what he wants, Lady Van Landingham says. That's where the legality has me a little bit confused because I don't think you could force him to do this. Now, where that gets tricky is it's okay. You're a legal adult now. You can do whatever you want. But if you're going to live under my roof and let me provide for you, then you're going to do what I tell you to do. That's where that situation is going to get complicated, right? That's a whole other battle he's going to have to fight. He's getting this promotion, which means he'll be able to have an apartment. He'll be able to have a car. He'll be able to have these things. The way the OP says that makes me think that he doesn't have it yet, right? So that does get a little bit complicated there. Raven Rose with Forever Rose. Heck yes. Thanks so much. So it is complicated. OP's view on what's going to happen if her child goes to college is outdated, in my opinion, here as well. Because the way the opportunities that exist today that are not for your degree dependent are greater than ever before. College does not equal a lifetime of success, and I don't know that it ever has, but just going doesn't mean that your life is going to be a great success. And there are millions and millions and millions of people with plenty of student loan debt that can attest to that, right? So there's like an adjustment in thinking that needs to happen. It seems like OP thinks if he goes, he'll be successful. And it just doesn't mean that. I think there has to be a definition of success kind of cemented here. And really, as a parent, I think the conversation is, what do you see with your future? And right now, he's like, I don't have to go waste the 4 years and waste the money to do that. I can do what I want to do right now. But you can always change your mind. How many non-traditional students are there? Tons. It is never too late to change if you decide you want to go a different direction, which is where I would advise patience. I would advise the patience play. Let them find their own way. Don't force them to go do this because, especially today, it does not automatically equate to success. It just doesn't. The world is different. You can make your own way and have even greater success doing all kinds of things. The side hustle is a thing right now. Bayfox, just because she regrets it doesn't mean he will. Right now, he's going to regret her sending him. That'll be the immediate regret that may never fade. It's complicated. So I'm sitting at yes. First of all, he's 18. You can't force him to go. So it is an asshole move just attempting to do it because he's 18. I understand your desire to provide your child with a better life than you had. We all want that. But forcing them to do something that is against their will because you think it might be the right thing to do is a stretch. That's a tough. And if they already have an alternative path that they want to do, there's no downside to it. The downside is, according to you, that you don't want them to regret not doing it. They'll always have the chance to come back and do it. So I think you are. Now, how big of one is a different conversation here. I think it's a should do it differently. I'm going 3. I'm not running hard at this because I understand where you're coming from. And I think you wanting your child to go is one thing. Doing it in a different way that allows them some say in their future and in their present would be the way I think it should be handled here. Why doesn't son talk to me? Yeah. Let him be adult. Let him. United Snort. Heck yeah. Boxer mama, he might need a bachelor's degree to become a higher up manager. And depending on what organization he's a part of, if he's moving up the ranks from inside, a lot of organizations will pay for that schooling and they will offer the scheduling for that schooling. So forcing it now is just tough. Hey, Beyond Beautiful's in the house, everybody. Lightning bolts up in the air for Beyond Beautiful here. Heck yeah. Welcome. Good to see you. College isn't going anywhere. You're right. You're right. I mean, yeah. It's changing. And it needs to change. The world is just different. Don't even use my first 3 degrees. I, by pure happenstance, used mine. Heck yeah, a lot of hey girl, hey. Be proud of my son if he was a manager at 18 making 60K, right? Solutions only, hell yeah, we're going to do another collab. I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but it's definitely going to happen. He's in the best spot for him and he loves his job now. Agreed. Heck yeah. Lots of Beyond Beautiful love here. Hey, Molly Tessa Ridley, June. Molly Tessa again there. United Snorts dropping a hundo. Heck yes. Sherry Medic living with Melly Mel Boo Boo. Shan. Steph Me Music. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to be. Yeah. Sorry. We already hit that goal. We get to get Tony Spark up here. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Funny note, Beyond Beautiful, if you're still there, one of the VIPs we had like a one-on-one call with the other day. We always talk about like, so how did you find our channel? Like, how did you start getting involved? And she started getting involved in our stuff because she was first watching your stuff. So she expanded and started watching more and like found us because of you. So thank you so much. And I hope the reverse here is true. If you guys do not know or have not seen Beyond Beautiful's content, which I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, fantastic reader of Reddit stories as well, and a lover, is passionate for Reddit stories. So definitely go check her out. She does live streams as well, and has tons of posts up there. So go check her out if you haven't yet. You will love her stuff. And we've done a podcast together. You can find that on my YouTube channel and Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff. I get distracted easy. Squirrel. Brittany leading the board here by a long shot. TLS Journey right behind there. And then Snow White Queen, Jenny Gardner, Elise Newman, Bay Fox, Michelle Heather, Candy Thunder, Night Sparrow, Jennifer Jago, Amaldine Shepherd, Fallen Ash. I'm going to go with that. And then, sorry, I got lost. The Boss Bitch, Sherry Medic, Janice C, 2014, Ilaria, Opal, Lady of Poison, A.K. Mary, Adventures with Pam, Wendy Taylor, Roberta Snyder, Kelly Ann, Sarah Richardson, Let's Go for Tacos, Mandala Will, Miles and Mama, Dylan Sprague, Melissa McCaskill. Oh, it just refreshed. What happened? Why did it do that? In the middle of me reading it, it's like, I'm going to refresh now. Thank you very much. Let me find my spot. Donna, 12661, Harley Q, 614, Be Cool, 6767, Procrastinate, Anise Moon, 10th anniversary, The Giant Cat Lady, Lindsay, Trista Cherry, Miss Pamela L, King of the Tiny Donny, Cat Heasey, Angel Carter, Jelly 55, Carly Riome, Anna Hartman, Tony Spark, and Kat Jono. Thank you guys so much. Sorry, it took me a while to get through that. Next one is going to give us the opportunity to get a spicy story and Candy Thunder feedback. Let me set that up, and then we'll bring Tony Spock up here. Spicy story and Candy feedback. Can we get some spotty feedback? We are going. We did plan that. We're going paper cranes, ladies and gents. Paper crane. Now we just need King of Paper Crane here. Yeah, we'll be in good shape. Let me pin that real quick, and then we'll introduce you to someone very special. I'm looking for my button like it's not where it normally is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony
That was a bit much. I don't have this. I don't have the sorry for Candy's husband hat, but yeah.
Sorry for Candy's husband.
Hey everybody, how is everybody doing today? Oh wow, man, they're like gonna hit that goal already.
Hell yeah.
That's wild.
Hell yeah.
Still waiting on Tony's cooking content. First off, let me just say something about this cooking content. That oh no.
You have to back it up.
Yes, autofocus is not. I rock the fixed focus.
Oh
See
no.
the sticker.
This is the sorry for Dusty Thunder.
It's a Dusty Thunder sticker.
It's a Dusty Thunder sticker.
Sorry about my Dusty.
Sorry about Dusty Thunder. I need a sorry for my boss hat. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Wear it on every call we have.
Yeah, seriously. Anyway, this cooking content. I just want to say that Dusty has drastically exaggerated my cooking skills. Like I'm like you gotta lower the expectations on the cooking skills here. Like I'm like a step above cooking a pizza on a plastic cutting board. Like
Hey, Tony.
still waiting on Tequila Waterfall. At least you're gonna be waiting a very long time on a Tequila Waterfall for me. It's not gonna happen. My cousin, I might be able to talk into it, but Elise, though, I'm wearing your shirt. Elise made me this shirt for my birthday. It says getting tipsy, and on the back it says everybody at the lake getting tipsy. So waiting on TED content. I know. I'm sorry. I put videos out there and then I forget about it. And then I forget to make it and I forget to capture things. And I forget to be like, oh, I should have done that. And then I don't do it. And then TED takes over and Ted just is not a reliable source for like he's just not reliable because Ted's just like got other things on his mind. He's like busy doing other things, busy running amok, basically.
Taylor wants to know how you became friends with the Thunder thing.
I hustled them into hiring me, and then it just snowballed from there.
It wasn't by us waving to each other on the street.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Well, I would wave at Dusty, but not Candy. Candy has this conspiracy theory that when she would see me in the neighborhood, because if everybody didn't know, we used to live 2 doors down from each other, but never knew each other. And we had like seen each other in passing. And yeah, because they're not social people. I mean, the people that lived in the house before used to leave me and my friends go swim in the pool. But then the new neighbors showed up. And we're like, those people don't like us. So anyway, she would have this theory that she has this theory that I didn't wave to her in the neighborhood when she would be driving, and then I would wave to Dusty, but I wouldn't wave to her, which is not true at all. Because if you,
No, I said we didn't wave to each other. We both just kept our heads down. Not that you wouldn't wave to me.
and I feel like what probably would happen is I would wave to her, but she'd be like, I don't know him, and she would just drive and not look up. But yeah,
Not to make eye contact.
me too. I do that too. Ted does what Ted wants. Ted does do what Ted wants, and sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's not. I did wave to. I guarantee you, I waved to her. No, we get into this every single time. 100%. I waved at you, and you, being the antisocial person that you are, did not wave at me. Kept your head down and kept on driving. 100%.
Or I did it behind my wheel.
Or you did it after you drove by, and you're like, probably like, I don't know if he saw me or not. I don't know. But anyway, I told a very funny story about a cow in my job interview, and I made Candy laugh so hard. She was very pregnant at the time, and I made her laugh very, very hard. And I'm pretty sure that's why I got the job. I'm what you call the personality hire. Oh, thank you, Elise, for bringing that up. You can see all the TED content at @TonySpark_.
United snorts. He didn't use a blinker. Of course he didn't wave.
Oh my God.
First off, I've been trying to be better about the blinker thing. Actually, when we delivered cake kits the other day, I was driving. They were behind me. I purposely used my blinker on every single turn because I was going to be like, I want them to know that they're following me, and I use my blinker every single time. Yeah, I know. I had to make sure I used it because I had all these judgmental people over here.
They want to know. They want to hear the cow joke.
Oh, I feel like I should save that. I feel like that should be special.
That's VIP content.
It's like that's special. The story, the cow story. I'm pretty sure though that like that's what sealed the deal was the cow joke. Because Candy Thunder, she will tell you that she was very pregnant at the time, and I made her laugh.
She might have peed. She laughed so hard.
I made her like it was very, very funny. Like it was very funny. Yeah, Ted is Tony's NASCAR personality, lake personality, random Saturday night at the bar personality. Yeah. But anyway, make sure you go follow TonySpark_. We're gonna have some cool content tomorrow. There may be some chef content coming out from tomorrow.
Hey,
It could happen. Yes.
are you walking over here to say something, Kennethan?
Yeah, I said to you.
Oh.
United Snorts said we were talking about 3 doors down. She said she could play.
Make the cow joke go. Maybe we'll do that. Do you have a favorite drink? Like, do I have a favorite alcoholic drink or favorite non-alcoholic drink? My favorite non-alcoholic drink, I would say, is just like, I'm a big water guy. I really like a good cold glass of water. Every now and then a Dr. Pepper, but just a little bit. Just like I like getting the little cans of Dr. Pepper because I just want a little bit. I just want just a little hit.
Shot of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Alcohol.
Starbucks though. You're a Starbucks fan.
I do. I like Starbucks. I've been trying to do really good about not going to Starbucks though, because I'm gonna get Starbucks and a bagel and it's gonna be like $9, and I'm like, if I do that too many times, it's too much. So I'm just been trying to like brew coffee and bring it from home, or I've been brewing coffee here.
Hold up, Justin. You bring up an interesting point here. How many people can we get to commit to following at @TonySpark_ if he commits to using his blinkers?
I'll commit. If all 1,188 people in this live right now follow me, I will always use my blinker. Promise.
Always for the rest of your life, right?
For the rest of my life.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I will.
That sounds like a deal to me, folks. We're saving lives here.
Jot coffee, yeah, and I Jot coffee's great. It is. It's Dusty likes Jot coffee. I'm a little picky on my coffee, but it is great.
Oh no, I had a bottle up there. I might have had to use it.
But anyway, my favorite alcoholic drink is probably it's always Busch Light is my go-to, but I kind of go in waves. Espresso martini is pretty high on my list right now. It's really good. Vodka, not tequila. Also, Tito's, soda, splash of cranberry, and lime. Chef's kiss. It's a perfect, refreshing summer drink. But anyway, bye, guys.
Tony Spark, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget to follow at @TonySpark_ if you want the people on the streets to be safe and for me to use my blinker. You're protecting public safety by following me today.
It's worth it.
If you want the streets to be safe, follow me.
It's worth it. Totally worth it, ladies and gentlemen. Totally worth it. In the meantime, you guys hit this goal with the paper cranes. Apparently, you had the king of paper cranes show up. Like, it just worked out. Fallen Ash 11 leading the board on this one. TLS Journey. Brittany. Shay Renee, Procrastinate, Snow White Queen, Overkill Mill, Michelle Heather, The Giant Cat Lady Bay Fox, Joy, White Eyes Cat. Coming in clutch with the numbers 12 beyond here. Elise Newman, October Swimming, Ruby Redhead. We've got Roberta Snyder. Valea Leonida? Valea Leonida. Please tell me how to say that. I'm sure I'm screwing it up. Roxy. We've got Miss Pamela L. Opal, Lady of Poison, and Beyond Beautiful. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you helping us get there. We've unlocked the Spicy Story and Candy Thunder feedback. For the next goal, Caden Thunder and Confetti. We're going to get Caden Thunder up here, y'all. Caden and Confetti. There it is. Let me pin that real quick. We are going High Bears. High Bears to get Caden Thunder up here. And in the meantime, a hot dog eating contest? No. Well, yeah, that would be his favorite. He could eat part of one, and that would be it. TLS saw the whale diving. It was amazeballs. Thanks so much for that. And then backing up, I know we missed quite a bit here. Janice, Death's Call, Emotions, Piotr, Aaron Biederman, Joy, Holly, Jill Talk, Nikayla, Chelsea, Leanne, LOL MC, Death's Call again there, Emmeline Shepard, Michelle Heather. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate the love. Already dropping a bunch of high bears here. Hell yes. As a reminder, today we are doing the game where the top gifter will get to have the choice. You don't have to do it. It's not like we're going to stalk you and make you do this call, but they'll have the choice of doing a private call, video call with Tony Spark and I. And we're going to change it up after this. This will be the last stream where we do the top gifter for one stream gets to do this. So yeah. The chore playlist 24/7, Beyond Beautiful and Dusty. Heck yes, Kelsey. That's awesome. That's awesome. We need United Stores. We need one of those car cameras to monitor Tony's blinker. There's your live stream, sir. 24/7. Or every time you're on the road, monitors your blinker. That's the stream. That's it.
Funny story. When I was 16, I had one of those cameras in my car that went on the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
And it was from the insurance company because my dad saved like $20 a month on his insurance. I was furious. This thing it would only record when an incident would happen. So if you were like suddenly hit the brakes, like the little red light would blink and it would record it and then it would notify your parents.
Oh, yeah. That's like Live 360 now.
Livid.
You can see.
I hated that stupid thing. But yeah, all for my dad to save like $20.
Well, now you can do basically the same thing, but live stream it.
Yeah.
And that can be a whole new
I just
channel.
need one focused on my blinker. Like I just need it right there on the dash where it's just you can see whether my blinker is on or not. But keep the streets safe.
Yeah.
Follow at Tony Spark.
Keep the streets safe. Keeping the streets safe. Yeah, we are doing the Wheel of Thunder again today as well. Thank you for the reminder on that. Yeah, top 10. I'll let it get through its noisy pops. We are doing Wheel of Thunder again as well today. So the top 10 gifters from the stream, plus 2 existing members of the Storm from this day in history, and 2 new members of the Storm that joined today, will have a chance at some prizes. We'll spin that in VIP, which happens right after the public stream here. In the meantime, we're jumping over to our next one here. Did follow his account just to be hopeful. There you go, Justin. There you go. It went silent. Did anybody else's audio disappear? JJ, you're too awkward to aim for that video call. Fun fact, we're awkward as F. This is why this works. Tony says he's not awkward. We are. Like we're very awkward. Very, very awkward. Google Queen Cat, I froze for you. Audio's good? Okay. Thank you. Layden says you need to remember headlights too. Luckily, need a live stream that does your safety bit. See? It'd be cool. It would be... I think most headlights now are automatic with newer model cars, at least. So, at least the safety features are getting like more automated. They could do an automated blinker thing. Like if you start turning X amount, it automatically kicks a blinker on for you. It's just not really used as an indicator to show people what you are going to do. It's basically, this is what's already happening, but it could be done. Hey, TLS, Chelsea, Leanne, Monica, da boss, bitch. Millie became a member of the Gosh Hecked fam. Heck yes, welcome. Misty, Joe, Ann, Valea. I'm really curious now. JJ, Diana, da boss, bitch, Madeline, JLo, 06, Brittany. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it. All right, let's dive in. Here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with yet another Reddit story for you. This one, however, comes from the Oh No Consequences subreddit. I just got a timeout called. Oh, you are so right. Thank you. Thank you for the timeout. Spicy story. You're right. I got the pivot. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. I was just skipping right over the thing you unlocked. All right, the spicy reward story. Here we go. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one's a spicy one. Let's figure out how spicy. It is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Letting My Daughter Keep Her Room? Obviously, there's a reason not to. Poll is started. Am I the asshole for letting my daughter keep her room? And it is the AITA WIBTA public subreddit. Got a bunch of NTAs, got a bunch of no's. NTA's taking off here. Am I the asshole for letting my daughter keep her room? Monica, Jamie, Tawny, the boss bitch. I just love saying the name. Jamie, Nicole, JJ, Chelsea, Leanne, Twinkle Says, Hanny B. Thanks so much for the love. JJ, in the Gosh I Could Fame. Hell yes. Tons of NTA. Ruby Frank vibes. NTA's going hard. It's going hard. Huh. Okay. Somebody said they think I might have read this before. I hope not. 66% of voters went NTA. We'll see what happens here. My 47 male daughter, Stacy, 15 female, has one of the 2 rooms in my house with an en-suite bathroom. It's a largest room with a nice bay window, obviously very nice. I've recently become engaged to my girlfriend of 3 years, Alice, 33 female, and her landlord has recently hiked her rent, so we're planning to have her move in with me. She has some kids. She has 2 daughters, 13 female, 10 female, and 2 sons, 11 male, 9 male. She's also pregnant with our daughter due in about 5 months. I've made it absolutely clear to my daughter as a condition of getting her approval on moving my girlfriend in that she is allowed to keep her room, and she is also allowed to have a full lock on her door. For what it's worth, I also got my son's 24 male blessing to give away his old room. Although that's more of a moot point. It's a moot point. It's Cal's opinion. As he lives with his own girlfriend now. My daughter plans to go to school locally, and I have told her in no uncertain terms that she's welcome to live at home for the rest of my life and that she can inherit the house. I bought the house with her mother and paid it off with a large part of her mother's life insurance 10 years ago, so it only seems fair. She says she's all right as long as she has her room and her bathroom, and she's allowed to put a lock on her door. She even has a toaster oven and a mini fridge in there, so I guess she's pretty well set up. Stacy will be giving up a room that she's currently using as a studio project space. She does art, videos, and voiceovers, so even her larger room will become a bit more cramped, and she'll definitely need the extra space she has. There will be a bedroom for Alice's girls, Stacy's old project room, and Alice's boys will be getting my son's old room. I'm going to be putting in a finished nursery/bedroom in the basement for our new daughter. Alice thinks that this is unfair. She thinks it was wrong of me to make the decision without her, and she also thinks that she should move her 2 daughters into Stacy's room, and that Stacy would have to move to the smaller room that they'll be getting. The 2 of them already share a smaller room than the one I'm moving them into as it is, so they're getting an upgrade regardless. Alice thinks that it's not fair for Stacy to have a bathroom all to herself, and that there won't be enough bathrooms for everyone else. She also disapproves of Stacy being able to lock everyone out. There were other small things she didn't like that I agreed to with Stacy. The fact that she's able to be paid for any babysitting, or the fact that my older car, her mom's old car, is hers when she gets her driver's license. We'll have our own bathroom in the master bedroom, and the house has 3 other bathrooms besides, one on each floor. One near what will be her girls' room, one not far from what will be the boys' room, and one little basically be, what is this? And one that will basically be directly next to the new finished room. I told Alice that my deal with Stacy is non-negotiable, set in stone, and that it's literally a condition of her even moving in. Alice is upset that Stacy and I both have spaces completely dedicated to ourselves. I have my office, which I need because I work from home and have projects besides, and there aren't a whole lot of other spaces to put people. I told her she can pretty much do what she wants in the living room, but that is what it is, and there's pretty much nothing to be done about it. A bigger house is not an option unless Alice is going to start making a hell of a lot more money and buy her own bigger house. It's already a pretty big house, and housing is expensive expensive. I told her that she's already getting a break, but my only expectation is her to contribute 15 to 20% of household bills. If we're doing it proportionately, it would be more like 25 to 30%. We keep separate finances and we've agreed to a prenup. Alice just seems upset that I won't change the setup even though there's no real way to change it, and she's accused me of treating Stacy like a spoiled little princess and letting her be the queen of the house. There's the real issue. Frankly, my daughter comes first. She's lived here all of her life, and I already know it's going to be a big adjustment having all these other kids move in. As much as I love Alice, and as much as I want our relationship to work out, if it's a matter of choosing between the two of them, then my relationship with Alice is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I've told her that if she comes into this with wicked stepmother vibes, and that will be the end of things. She thinks I'm being unreasonable. Am I the astronaut? We have an update. Before we get into that update, yes, this is Cinderella vibes 100%. Cinderella is the newer movie, not the older cartoon. Maybe the same shit happened, but it's been a while since I saw the older cartoon. Yeah, and once I started reading into this, I'm like, wait, they are not married. They're having a child together, but they are not married, right? They're engaged. They're engaged, but not married yet. Engaged. Yeah, it's an NTA right now. It is straight up Cinderella vibes. And everything is super reasonable that he's doing. He's like, with the context of how this house has been paid off, I feel like it's only right to keep it within this side of the family. I get it. Like, I understand everything that OP is saying here, and it all seems reasonable. Somebody coming in and being upset that they're being given things like, hello, entitlement. Hello, entitlement. It's a matter of control, right? It's a matter of control. And she's already seeing that his daughter has a higher place than she does with him. So it's a matter of control. United snorts, her kids have something she'll never have again. Their mom. Truth. All right, here's the update. I got a lot of eye-opening insight and advice from my post, so I feel it's worth giving everyone an update, especially considering developments. First, to address a few questions that seem to keep coming up before I lost the ability to read each and every reply, although I'm still trying. My son, 24 male, is my child from a previous relationship before I met and married my late wife. He has his own provisions in my will, but he's quite aware that the house goes to his sister. My own sister is to become guardian of my daughter if anything should happen to me. I love my sister as dearly as I love anyone, and she and her niece love each other and get along great. I trust her completely if, God forbid, anything should happen. Yes, the basement is an unusual place for a nursery, but I was just trying to make people fit where they could go. The move was supposed to be happening within a month, and Alice's older kids needed rooms now. Meanwhile, the baby isn't going to be born for about 5 months, so she could go into a room that isn't made yet. Or you could get a room downstairs for the older kids to go into, and then that room could become the nursery. But I understand you have a complicated situation, sir. I honestly figured we could keep a crib in our room for a bit, and after that, it's no big deal for a kid to have her own room and a finished basement. Also, honestly, I don't want to move my office. It's been where it is forever, and I don't want to move it. I can admit that. We've had the beginnings and groundwork for a finished basement since forever, but there was never any reason to really put a move on it. It was a big change to go from having more room than we need to just me and Stacy rattling around in the house to suddenly scrambling for space and not having enough. It was the obvious spot where an additional bedroom could go, but not a spot where a bedroom is now. Alice and I had talked about marriage and children more or less in the abstract on many occasions, and we both wanted to get married at some point if things continued to work out, and I wanted to have more children, although this pregnancy was quite unexpected. It was Alice's pregnancy combined with the rent hike on her place that accelerated the timetable on things. For what it's worth, the rent hike is real. I've seen the paperwork, and I have literally no reason to suspect the baby is not mine. But yes, the only reason why we got engaged so recently is because Alice got pregnant. The only reason why Alice and her kids would be moving in with me so suddenly is because she was likely to need to move somewhere, and I'd obviously like to be responsible for or be near or raise my coming daughter. To me, it made sense for my daughter to live with me. I never wanted to be an absentee part-time parent or to not have time to share space with my child. The circumstances all made sense, at least until now. I was definitely wary of Alice and paying more attention to her, especially after the many comments that I read. I came to Reddit to get a sanity check on whether or not I was being an asshole about my conditions with Stacy, not to try to actually make any kind of major life or relationship changes, but I didn't want to turn a blind eye. Either. It was Friday and Stacy texted me asking for an allowance. I was with Alice at the time. I went ahead and let the subject come up. I give Stacy $100 a week. Alice thinks that is a crazy amount. Words are hard. Alice thinks that this is crazy and excessive. She thinks it's improper, and she's brought it up as an example of how she thinks I'm raising Stacy like a spoiled princess. She said as much again when I told her I was sending Stacy her allowance, but this time Alice also asked if her kids would get the same allowance after we get married. I told her that someday our new daughter would probably get an allowance just like Stacy does, but that there was no way I had any plans of shelling out an extra $400 a week for her other kids. Alice got upset. She said that Stacy wastes my money on shoes and makeup. She has previously criticized Stacy for wearing fancy sneakers, high heels, and makeup, and she said that I was showing favoritism and that is a form of abuse. She complained about me letting Stacy buy things with my credit card and store my credit card on her phone when I don't even let Alice do that. She said that whatever money was going to the kids should be split up evenly amongst them. When I shrugged and told her that wasn't going to happen, and that I wasn't going to cut Stacy's allowance, she snapped at me and said that a man living alone with his daughter and doting on her like I do is creepy and incestuous. And she said, "You've just replaced your dead wife with your daughter, and you need to stop." That was it. Sure, I've ignored a lot of red flags up till now, but that was it. She started trying to tell me about how it's unhealthy for me to be so close with Stacy and how she didn't want her kids to be neglected and how she wanted to be treated as an equal if we were getting married, but I interrupted her and I told her that I don't think we should be getting married. I told her I don't want her moving in and that we were going to need to work something else out. To be perfectly honest, my sister, my brother, and some of my friends have expressed some of the same misgivings about Alice that I've read, although they were generally a lot more gentle with it. I was in love with her. In fact, I'm still in love with her, and I wasn't seeing things clearly. I've told her I would always and definitely make sure that our child had a roof over her head, but that she was going to have to work something out for herself and her kids on her own. Obviously, we had a huge fight. She screamed at me. She called me a heartless bastard. She blamed Stacy for trying to sabotage our relationship. She guilt-tripped me about the high cost of living and how I'm in an empty house all by myself. She also guilt-tripped me about the stress on the baby, and I actually do feel bad and worry about that. She eventually broke down crying and told me to leave. In the past 10 years, this was the first relationship with a woman I've had that became serious. I love her, and this hurts. It hurts a hell of a lot. I told Stacy that she didn't have to bother moving her stuff out of her room, that Alice wasn't coming, and we hugged. She asked if this was her fault, and I told her no. I told her I honestly feel like marrying Alice would have been a huge mistake, even if the two of them could have been best buddies. I always wanted to have more kids. I always wanted to have a few more kids, and I've missed having a wife, but things don't always happen the way we want. So I'm pretty sure my relationship with Alice is effectively over, even if we're going to be raising a child together for the foreseeable future. My new daughter can have my son's old room whenever we work out whatever custody agreement we end up working out. I'm not sorry to be having another kid, even if I really wish the circumstances could be better. The red flags were always there. I guess it's better that I notice them now instead of later. Thank goodness. And to expand on some feedback here, we have the very lovely Candy Thunder.
What are your thoughts on the story? I'd love to hear what you think.
Me?
I mean, you just spent.
You were talking to me?
Yes. You just spent a long time talking, but go ahead
and
talk some
my
more.
mouth is dry. Like it was such a long story that my mouth is like, and I know y'all can hear it, and I'm sorry. I couldn't stop in the middle of a line, take a drink. I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get my Camel Pack, and with like the straw, and I'll just have it like hanging here all the time.
There's something I'm gonna say it. I feel like if you've already had 4 kids, which is what she has, correct, that you're very aware of how to get pregnant, and very aware of how not to get pregnant. And to me, it seems like
I don't understand.
She-
could you expand?
she baby trapped
on
the guy.
subject?
I think she baby trapped him. I was trying to be nice, but she baby trapped him. Because
That's not what I was looking for you to expand upon. But
yeah,
okay.
I think that she saw an opportunity and took it. And I don't say that lightly. But she wanted to dictate everything about this guy and how he was parenting his daughter. And you creating a blended family is not something that happens overnight. You don't walk into a household where there's already established things going on and uproot those things and take things away and try to dominate a child that already has like a routine and like a rhythm in the household. Like, you do not do that. That is a surefire way to make sure that your family will never blend, because at that point, his significant other is now the cause of her pain. She has now caused all of this stuff to happen in the daughter's eyes. So therefore, those two people are never going to get along. And his daughter was what, 16, 17?
Yeah, 16.
And she was trying to control the 16, 17-year-old relationship with those two. So I just feel like she did the opposite. It's further down.
Further down?
Yeah.
Sorry. It disappeared from the outline. I can't find it.
Okay. Let's just look.
15.
Okay. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, and someone had said something about allowances being equal, and that only works, like, you can't just move in and say this allowance should be equal because I'm moving into your home. They weren't even married yet. Like, at some point they had to have a discussion about how that would look. What would his role be in her kids, the younger kids' lives? Like, there's so many different things. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your foot.
Okay, I'm creating a border so you can't go back any further.
I just feel like for her to expect, if you and I were dating and I ended up pregnant, I would never move my kids in and be like, now give them $100 a week. Like, that's selfish. That feels entitled. Like, that is not how you blend a family.
Right.
Alice had no plans of blending this family. She was moving in, she wanted control, and she wanted money.
Yeah.
And
I was thinking that's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, the way that blended families happen when it's done the right way is I fall in love with you, I fall in love with your child or children. Mm-hmm. Then we blend families.
Yep.
He said in the very beginning, the only reason that they're together is because she got pregnant. The only reason they got engaged because she got pregnant. The only reason that he was looking to move her in because she got pregnant. That needs to be a spinoff. Because I got pregnant.
That is not in my eyes, and other people may have different opinions, but to me, that is not a good enough reason for marriage.
No.
You can parent separately without getting married. And I understand that it's more difficult, but pregnancy is not marriage is not the answer to pregnancy.
Right.
I firmly believe that, because I feel like pregnancy is freaking hard. Newborns are incredibly difficult, and like all of that combined with the first year of marriage, that's
hard. My biggest issue with, I think, the lesson that we learned when societally it was the standard or the norm or the expectation that if you got pregnant, you got married, is so many kids growing up in homes with unhappy parents because they got married because she was pregnant and they didn't love each other, but they stayed in it and set the bar for what kids perceived to be a successful or happy marriage or what love is. And it got so fucked into the ground that now we're like, you know what? That's probably not right. I probably need to set a better example for my kids for what they should expect for themselves, for what they should choose, for what love is. And then we started fixing it. And that's where I think blended families became more common. But yes, exactly. She didn't try to blend a family. She tried a hostile takeover of an existing half a family that could be blended. She had a mark.
Yeah. There was also this weird, she felt like she was competing with his 15-year-old daughter. And I'm like, lady, you're double her age, more than double her age. Why do you feel the need to compete with a 15-year-old? So she was wearing heels, so she was wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Who cares? She's 15.
Well, it was the first step in alienation. I feel like that was it. It was a very transparent play for her to drive a wedge because she needs to
Yeah.
drive a wedge between them if she's going to complete her ultimate mission, which is to have her kids be fully provided for by him.
And it sounds like he was trying to do that. Like he was trying to provide for her kids. He was bringing them in. He was making space for them.
Yeah.
And doing all those things, but like it wasn't good enough. It wasn't fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
And she thought that she could come between dad and daughter. I'm really glad that the dad did stand up
Yeah.
for his daughter and didn't. Moving this woman into his house would have been incredibly toxic.
Yeah.
And I think he probably saw red flags, but continued down that path.
That's my
because
problem with him.
He said that he loved her, and love is blind. I mean, I think that I do think that love is blind. You can get blind to seeing things right in front of your face that you would recognize in other people's relationships, but you do not see in your own.
Cece's mess.
Yeah.
And New Girl.
Cece's a slob.
Cece's a slob. Yeah. If you've seen that episode, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. But I agree. Yeah. It's it bothers me that he was committing to doing it just because she got pregnant. I understand the honor involved with it. And I understand that men think that's the noble thing
Or
to do.
is that a faith thing? Like there are many things that could make you feel like you need to get in. And this is just our opinion. Other people may have different beliefs, and that is totally fine.
Well, and I think our opinion is based on the observation of the collateral damage that those methods have created.
Right.
And we've had good examples for what a loving marriage should be, and I think we know what it looks like, right? So now, if that's not what it is, then our kids deserve better, and that's it.
Nope, I agree. I'm very glad that this dad stood up for his daughter.
Agreed.
And that he did see it before it was too late, and did damage that was irreparable.
Yeah. Way to go, Dad.
Can you
let it go on too
imagine
long,
if
but way to go.
If I moved Ava in, like when we first got together, and I was like, money. Money.
What's her allowance going to be?
She needs the big room.
That's something that as you blend a family,
She needs a bigger bed.
You find common ground on how you're going to handle all those things, and you do have to discuss it, and it gets complicated to figure all that out along the way, but you do it together. It is not one person forcing another person to adapt to everything they want. At least that's not the way it's supposed to be. That's why it's called blended and not takeover.
I will say, like, the allowance thing in our household is really based on like how much they want to commit to doing like chores, like, and not that we have like a list of chores that they have to complete, but like Brady
because that didn't work.
No,
we tried.
Brady helps Dustin outside just by being asked if he's willing to help outside, and so for
he's
that,
always willing to. help.
We would compensate. Ava loves to help, do the dishes and help with dinner, like, and those are things that, like, when they go above and beyond, we compensate for them going above and beyond. So that is how like allowance works, and it's not a set number that we would.
It's earned.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line. Yeah. It's an earned thing. And
they're
again,
subcontractors basically. That's
right. That's a case by case, family by family thing. You figure out whatever works for you, but you figure it out whatever works for you as a blended family unit. It feels like she was approaching it like she was invading a country, right? She's like, this land now belongs to me.
Yes.
And was going to go plant her flag and be like, you
need to leave your room.
Yes, your existing citizens have no rights here.
1099. That's right.
Yeah.
We give them their little tax thing.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Candy Thunder, ladies and gentlemen,
guys.
Thank you so much for the insight. I figured you and I were going to be very, very aligned on this, but it's always interesting to hear like your thorough explanation on things. You had to pee that whole time? Yeah. And it was a complicated story, right? Like,
and I was like, I didn't want to miss my stall.
Oh, goodness. I earned money by like mowing the yard and stuff when I was a kid, and I think it's great. I think it's great to teach them to earn, but everybody's going to view that different, right? It's just a different kind of thing. 1320 at 2K on the High Bears right now, which is Caden Thunder and Confetti. So we are moving forward on that. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and bounce back to that story I started reading earlier. A. Howarth, Brenda, Chelsea, Lee Ann, Allison Lowe. A. Howarth again there, obviously Mel, Orca Moon. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate all the love. We are focused on High Bears right now. We are about, 660 short to meet our 2K goal to get Caden Thunder up here. Every chore is a specific dollar amount low, like a menu. That's cool. And they just like pluck one. Angelique, thank you. Thank you. Baling hay. There you go, Sergeant Mac. Dirty hands, clean money. Dresses and swords. Hello. It's good to see you. Also, saw somebody earlier was giving us a hello from Joplin Mo. Hey, howdy neighbor. Howdy neighbor. We're posted up here in downtown Joplin, Missouri, in Southwest Missouri. I need to create a green flag button, and it would be so easy to do. I mean, I have to do it in After Effects, but I'm going to make myself a note. I do have room for it. Green flag button. No, adding one more button won't create the need for like another Stream Deck, and I have like 64 buttons. But how amazing would that be? I could put another thing of buttons on your desk, and you could trigger stuff.
Candy Thunder's not out here, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the look.
Here, throw me the hat. I'll put the hat up there again.
I'm just going to go ahead and give you the Candy Thunder look for that one.
Yep, I hear you. All right, here we go. 1422, we're moving. We're moving on those high bears. Rock and roll. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one actually comes from Oh No Consequences. We kind of know how this one's going to go, just by where it's at. But this one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Yelling at My Brother Who Didn't Give Me the Job? Let's start a poll for this. What do you think? 1 minute to answer starting now. Am I the astronaut for yelling at my brother who didn't give me the job? Anis Moon, Ilaria, Keegan, Spirit Love, Zuli, Brinjan, Adventures with Pam, A. Holworth, Chelsea Leanne. Thank you guys. Thank you. Anis Moon dropping the 140. Elise, thanks so much. Yeah. Got a lot of going on there. We've got Ascon 2's pulling ahead at the moment. Am I the astronaut for yelling at my brother who didn't give me the job? Would you have yelled at him if he hadn't been your brother? That's a good question, Lord T. And I think we know the answer is no, right? Oh, yeah. Vote 2. I'm going to go 1. I'm going hard. Just to go hard. Ascon 1. That's where I'm going. And Ascon 2 pulled ahead with 39% of the vote. Let's see what happens. Also, we're at 90% of the likes goal here. You guys are getting close. Pacing right in line here. Bizzo or Brozo? I think it's going to be a Brozo. Oh, well, we don't know yet. We'll find out. Alrighty. A little bit of backstory. My 27 female brother, so I guess it's Bizzo. Brother, 30 male. B, immediately started dating this girl, Emily, after dating his ex, C, 10 years ago. What? I'm confused. Let me do this again. Wait.
You think you're really confused.
Does it get worse?
No. Well, let me tell you that the original version of this story had EM as Emily, and then the other person's name was M, the letter M.
Oh, good God.
So that's why now, you have Emily,
yeah.
B, and C, because at first it was M, and B.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna start over. So now that we all know this information, alrighty then. A little bit of backstory. My 27 female brother, 30 male, B, immediately started dating this girl, Emily, after dating his ex, C, 10 years ago. I really liked C and thought they had a life together, and I was so mad at him for chasing after some other girl instead of staying with M, who was better for him. Emily and B have been together for 10 years, but Emily and I had never gotten along. I told her when I met her that I wanted redheaded nieces and nephews. C was a redhead, and she is not. She doesn't really know B. They'll come back from trips or concerts and say they had fun. I know he's lying. He never liked Taylor Swift before her. He's faking it for her. But when I remind her he doesn't like Taylor Swift, they both get quiet. I stayed close with C, and we thought they'd break up. I'm fine with Emily, but she has gotten mad at me. But it's always over the small things. B graduated residency and is starting his own family medicine practice. I am a nurse practitioner who has not been able to find a job, and they are hiring for a nurse practitioner, and I thought I would be the perfect fit. I reached out to B and told him I'd absolutely take the job, and didn't get a response until he called me. Oh, wait, that was the message? Didn't even apply for the job, just responded to me I would be delighted to accept this position. I guess Emily has quit her job to manage the practice, and because of the tension over the years, he doesn't think it's a good fit for Emily and I to work together. I was dumbfounded. I asked if Emily made this decision, and he said he hadn't asked her, but I know this was her. I sent her a text telling her I thought it was unfair of her to ruin my career. Emily could get a job anywhere, but I can't. I don't know why he's okay to work with his wife and not me when we used to be so close. It would make more sense for me to work there because I have a medical background and she doesn't. I don't know why she has been against me from the time they got together, but it's hurting my feelings and I can't stay quiet on it now. It's impacting me professionally. Emily responded cordially like she always does, but she used calmness and fake kindness to manipulate people. She said she was sorry to hear this, but she wasn't sure what happened. She said she'll talk to B to get caught up to speed, but it sounds like he has made this decision. I wasn't the kindest back to that because I know it's not true. B called and yelled at me. He was so harsh, I immediately started sobbing, but he wouldn't back down. I hung up and texted him that I was crying so hard I threw up, but he never responded. Our family has always stayed out of it when they're mad at me. My mom said it was okay to ask, but I needed to take the answer. I'm okay with the answer, but I'm getting it for the wrong reason, which I don't think is fair. Hold up. I'm fine with your answer. I just don't like the reason that you gave the answer. I think your reason for saying no is bullshit. I'm going to hang on to that one. It's got to be useful. It would be so great for us to work together and be close again. Anyone could manage his office, and even he said that M was sacrificing a high-paying job to invest in his career, and this was the perfect excuse for her not to. I just want them to see it the way I do, and I'm so upset that they won't just consider it. Am I the asshole for wanting the job and being upset that I didn't get it? Thoughts? Hey, also, Angel sending out some gifted subs here. We've got some new family members. We've got Joyce 3B 10550 M5 13 Butterflies, Roberta Snyder 850, Alaria Amaldine Shepherd 2 times. Heck yes. And Alaria. Oh yeah, we saw that one there too. Welcome to the Gosh Heck and Fam, courtesy of Angel. Angel, thanks so much. Good to see you here. Brittany entitled Bizzo changed your 3 to a 1. Alejandra, yeah. It got so bad that I had to start reading it as I imagined her to be. You know, I had to start embodying the character with that tone. Hey, the likes goal got hit. Look at you all go. Thank you guys so much for that. That definitely helps us get out there in front of new people. It is a huge BFD. We greatly appreciate it. Yeah, 1. Hey, I got one right. Everybody. I got one right. I guessed it right. She's asked on 1. She's terrible. And yes, we'll delulu her because this it started with the text. That was I would be so delighted to accept this position. Yeah, you're delulu. You're entitled and you're a bizzo. And you sound like just the worst, just the absolute worst. So I'm going to DFHB hear you as well. You got this whenever you messaged her or you called and talked to her and blamed her for everything. And he did make this decision on his own, but you cannot accept it. You can't handle the truth. That's the problem here. You can't handle the truth that somebody didn't choose you. This might be the first time in life it's ever happened. However, I don't know, but you certainly aren't handling it well. And yes, you're going all the way up to Ask Cone 1. Luckily, they have an opening and you don't have to apply. All you got to do is accept the position. It's exactly perfect for you. Congratulations, Ask Cone 1. It's all yours. You got the job. It's amazing. Congratulations. Throw a party. We choose you. You have been chosen for AskCon 1. It's a high honor. It's a high honor. What happened to the house painters? On the paint story, nothing. They were paid and they executed a job. You're now one of my elite employees. DC. Yeah, you don't have to accept, but she wants to. Like it's like an award, right? It's like an award. You don't even have to assume it, right? It's yours. You earned this. This might be the only thing you've ever earned, but you've earned this. It's a BFD. TLS, GMAG, Joyce, LoveX017, CJ's Thoughts, Rhonda Hart, Kara, Urban Insanity, CJ's Thoughts. We've got Amanda Nicely, Joyce again there, the X-Cult Unicorn, Scorpion Sting Queen, Lene Salyuk, Amanda Nicely, Dark Mama, Lene Raven, A. Holworth, Lene again there, Brinjin, Madeline, Kara, Veg for Life, Rhonda. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate the love. What are the top rated comments? Because, they tore her up. Oh, I'm certain of it. I'm absolutely certain of it. I'm looking to find out. Find it hard to believe that a good nurse practitioner absolutely cannot find a job right now. I feel like that says something about OP. Well noted. And I was going to link something back to employment, but didn't want to make that assumption or take that leap. But this is a good point. I mean, there's a nursing shortage, which I would assume means that there's also a nurse practitioner shortage. So, Howarth. I say Howarth all the time, huh? Howarth. Got it. I'm going to forget it, but got it. Got it. Yeah. Oh no, consequences is right. Yeah. Like not just is she still without a job, but she's also burned bridges now. And all it took was just approaching this the right way. And might have even had the opportunity to be involved there somehow. Not in the position that she wanted it to be in, but still could have been in some capacity, but just burned that bridge automatically. Brittany, yes, people are desperate for nurses, just not that desperate. Eek. All right, 1840 at 2K gets Caden Thunder and confetti happening up here, but we'll bounce to our next story real quick. We'll keep pushing that direction. 451. We're moving. We're at 104% of the likes goal. Thank you to all the fan members who really focus on that and push it and try to get people moving in that direction. Ellen, I know you're one of them behind the scenes, really pushing that forward. Thank you so much. An MP can run their own office. I don't think she could handle that. Can you imagine trying to work nurse practitioner, NP? Flame Spirit, I have not yet. I have not. I forget where I was at. I'm lost. Okay, I'll move to the next story here. 1902, we're moving. Okay. Am I on 5 or 4, Tony? 4? 3? 4. 4. Got it. 4, but hold on. Squirrel. It happens a lot. Akizanara. Stephanie, voting. So there will be a poll that pops up whenever I activate it, and you should find it in the top center, I think. I don't have the same view that everybody else does, but I think that's what they say. Brooke Noe with the share as well. Thank you so much. Hey, Deborah, TLS, JJ dropping a hundo. TLS dropping a bunch as well. Shadow Baby, Deborah, Jacques Key, Fayfire, Allison Lowe, Heather. Thanks so much. Deborah, see you there as well. Top left. Okay, sorry. It's a clipboard on the top left. Top left. And we're there. We are there. We'll go ahead and celebrate this while they're trying to pick our next direction here. Can you give me a rescue on numbers 12 and beyond? If there are. Snow White Queen in the lead on this one. TLS Journey. We've got Fallen Ash, Michelle Heather, Brittany, Anise Moon, Hurun 2010, Da Balls Beach, Adventures with Pam. We've got Laura Litzel, Just Heather, EDB. Hey, George nicely sent a gifted sub over to LoveX. Welcome to the God Shack fam, LoveX, and thank you so much. Saul, Tony. Chelsea Leanne, Elise Kutch. We've got 13 Butterflies, October Swimming, Jamie Nicole, Olivia and Sons, Fayfire, Janice C, Dizzy Cat, Diesel Lover, Deborah Rodney. We've got Rhonda, Mystic Solutions, Crowned Queen, Joyce Blossoms. Did I read it right? Joyce Blossoms, Candy Thunder, Rogue. Yep, it's Kara. Mommy, Mommy says so. Got it. Words are really hard, especially like usernames, because people are really creative with them and trying to figure them out is like a puzzle. Jackie Kelly, Roberta Snyder, Valerie Leonida, Piotr. We've got Hanny B, Ada 0000, Orca Moon, White Eyes Cat, Miss Pamela L, Angel Carter, Jelly 55, Tony Spark, Ruby Redhead, Brinjan, Shay Renee, George Nicely, and Tony M. Thank you all so much. I'm sorry that I struggle so much with words. My face don't cooperate sometimes. All right, I'm going to set the next one up. This one is going to unlock a cake, reward story, and helmet. We can get Caden Thunder up here momentarily before we dive into the next story. Where am I at? Squirrel. Cake. And helmet. Okay, we are going donuts this time. Let me pin that real quick. Pin. Let's go ahead and get him up here, ladies and gentlemen. You know him. You love him. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen. Caden
It's me. Hello. How's everybody doing today? How are you guys, chat? How's it going? Tell me about your life and such.
Shots fired.
It's confetti. I'm doing good. My shirt says I survived Gray Day 2023. It's a concert thing. Gray Day is a concert for a music group I listen to. All right, I am Dusty's son. I am Dusty Thunder's eldest child. My name is Caden Thunder. I am 21 years old. I live in Joplin, Missouri, and I'm a video editor. I edit all of the TikTok videos that get posted and stuff like that. So, yeah, piece them together. Put them on there. I don't put them on there, but I piece them together. What's my new addiction? I've been watching Love Island USA, the new season. That's my new addiction. You guys, anybody's watching Love Island on here? We can get talking about that. I have some things to say about that. I need shows to watch too. Also, House of the Dragon. Started watching that. I'm a Libra, so there's that. Yes, it is messy season. I'm not fully finished. We're not fully caught up with it yet, but I think Rob's my guy right now. Rob's pretty funny. I think he needs to get away from Leah, but yeah, no spoilers. I'm not that far ahead of you, Jordan. So, don't worry. But I'm not caught up either. But House of the Dragon is awesome. Yeah, House of the Dragon is great. Libra, yeah. Cats or dogs? I like both. I have a cat right now. I get along with it pretty well, but I also get along with dogs. So just animals. I like animals. Air signs rule. I agree. Hi.
Hello there.
How's it going?
Trying to get you confetti free here.
Confetti spaghetti.
Confetti spaghetti.
Yep.
Like a young Dusty.
Team green or black? That's not even a question. It's team black. I hate the greens. You should hate the greens too. This is not a debate. And Damon's my guy on House of the Dragon too. Damon is. Have you watched The Boys? Yes, The Boys is probably my top 5 favorite shows of all time. I'm all caught up on The Boys right now. It's fantastic.
Is it the invisible coat?
Yeah, The Boys is amazing. Yeah, that show's great.
Girl Villa freestyle.
I don't know what that is. I'm an October Libra. October 9th is my birthday. October Libra. I have Libra tattooed on my wrist too, so ooh, look at that. You can watch The Boys on Amazon. You can watch House of the Dragon on Max. You can watch Love Island on Peacock.
Callie's neighbor works on the set for the boys.
Dude, what? That's awesome. That is super cool. Yeah. Matt Smith is amazing in everything he does. I agree. Doctor Who. There's a movie called Last Night in Soho with Matt Smith and Anya Taylor-Joy. That movie is a beautiful piece of cinematography. If you haven't seen that, you should watch that because it's really, really good. Genuinely.
You got some birthday twins out there.
Birthday twins? Yeah, let's go. October.
Hello,
Libras.
Jeep girl.
October 9th. Nice.
Hey, 13 butterflies.
Yeah. I'm getting the cue to wrap it up. I'm getting draked. So
You're not getting draked.
I'm getting
I don't
draked.
think you can say it like that anymore.
Oh. Well, Drake.
Okay. Oh. Too far.
I've been wanting to watch the boy. All right, I'm getting cute. All right, guys. I guess I'm getting pulled off. Sorry. Gosh. Bye, guys.
No, you didn't do
My.
anything. Escalation. Escalation. Hey, is this okay? Okay. Hey, before we dive into a story or close out, I'm not sure what we're doing here. Before anything else goes crazy here, I wanted to show you this. Donna delivered this to us, and it is a quilt she made for Navy Thunder, and it is amazing. Did such a fantastic job on this, and we're just thrilled and touched to have received this. So Donna, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you. And just beautiful, beautiful work. So lightning bolts up there in chat for Donna 12661. Heck yes. Thank you so much. That is amazing. All right. Tony Spark, Mr. Producer, what am I doing here? I'm going to story number 4. All right. We're going to go a little bit long here to get this story knocked out here, eh? Let's do it. Is it 4 or... Yes. Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. Here we go. Hey there. It's Dusty Thunder once again with another Reddit story for you. This one comes from the AITA subreddit and is titled, Will I Be the Astronaut If I Didn't Invite My Fiance's Kids to Our Wedding? Let's get our poll going on here. Will I be the astronaut if I didn't invite my fiance's kids to our wedding? I mean, I can see like maybe a circumstance where this makes sense, but as a general, I'm thinking like if they're 65 and getting remarried and the husband's kids are estranged from them, like they have no relationship or they treat them terribly, maybe. But without any of those special exceptions here, generally, I would think, yeah, you would be the asshole. I think it'd be a pretty shitty, terrible thing to do without some kind of reason for it, right? That's the context we don't have. So, I'm going to hedge against the terribleness of it. I know that's not a word, but with AskCon 2. I'm going to go 2 and let's see. It's probably a 1. I feel like it's going to be a 1, but I'm going 2 with just a little bit of hope. Also, Dizzy Cat, Elise, Angie, Diana, JJ, Olivia Marie, Shan, Elise, 13 Butterflies, Madeline, Dizzy Cat, Leo and Lucy subscribed. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' Fam. Hell yes. 44% voting AskCon 1 here. Y'all go hard. You're like, no hope will be had. Here we go. All right. Title again was, Will I Be the Astronaut If I Didn't Invite My Fiance's Kids to Our Wedding? My fiance, 43 male, and I, 29 female, have been engaged since February and are just now sending out wedding invites to our guests. My fiance has been pretty uninvolved in our wedding planning because of his busy schedule and not being interested in planning in general, but I have made it clear to him exactly what I want for us, and I had thought we had a very good communication on the subject. One of the things I had made very clear to him is that I do not want any children at our wedding. I think children, especially young children, are too... The line is too young. What my face said was you tongue. Words are hard. That warrants it. That warrants it. That's a big enough screw up to warrant the animation here. All right. I think children, especially young children, are too young to even remember such events and just end up causing trouble. He agreed with me on the subject, and I never brought it up again until now when he brought up needing invitations for his ex-wife and their kids. For context, he has 3 children from his ex-wife, ages 4 through 10. His age kind of gave the context clue for around what it was going to be, but hearing their ages definitely seals the deal. I don't want to disclose the full custody agreement, but I will say he doesn't see them very much. I met them a few times, one of which was at my sister-in-law's wedding, and I know they can be terrible troublemakers. Not looking good for you, OP. The youngest one is especially defiant and spent all of my sister-in-law's wedding scream crying. The other two aren't much better, and the mother does little to discipline them. I corrected my fiance on the matter, reminding him it would be a child-free event, and he looked at me as if I was crazy. I reminded him of all the times his children have misbehaved at formal events, but he was firm on his belief that they were his children, so of course they would attend. This would also mean his ex-wife would attend, which is its own problem in and of itself. I think the whole matter is ridiculous. A child-free wedding is child-free. My husband and his family, whom he told without my permission, disagree. Am I the astronaut? Before we dive into the update here, I think we're all on the same page here. Yes, I went ASCON 2 thinking there was some hope for OP. There is none. There is no hope for OP. He told his family that I was an asshole without me giving him permission to tell his family that I was an asshole. That pretty much says all you need to say, right? I think your worldview is a little bit different here. Yeah. Worldview's a little bit off. I think your world might be spinning in the wrong direction, OP. Yeah, you don't get to be child-free when your partner has children. Update/edit. Reading these comments, I think a lot of you have a misunderstanding of my character. I do not hate my fiance's kids. I actually like them quite a bit, but I also know them, and I know that they can have a tendency to misbehave. They do not like me, especially the oldest. I don't want to go around accusing children of scheming against me, but they are already opposed to the idea of me marrying their father, and I can imagine that they may be especially prone to distraction at our wedding. If your kids hate her, why are you marrying her, you dipshit? Some of you have wondered about the degree to which my fiance sees his kids, claiming it to be an important context. He has them for half of the summer, and he sees them on most holidays and birthdays. That's pretty much it. He is on good terms with ex-wife, but has not always been. They are in the process of changing custody agreements. I probably should have noted this earlier, but me and his ex-wife do not get along at all. We actually were good friends before my fiance and I started dating. Sadly, she now hates me for that very reason. I do not want her at my wedding, and I have made it clear to my fiance that this is non-negotiable. Also, he and his ex broke up shortly after she got pregnant with the youngest. They did not know at the time. I officially started dating him a few months before the birth of the youngest. There was no cheating involved. Yeah, it's shocking that, all the people that are going to be important for you to get along with, to have a successful relationship here, you don't get along with. And also, following it up with I have made it abundantly clear that this is the way it will be, is not indicative of you being willing to communicate and compromise to have a successful marriage. Can't imagine why everybody opposes you here. Also, I have a feeling that even if somebody agreed with you, you would treat them as your enemy or see them as your enemy, right? Like it's all... People have to be doing exactly what they want, exactly what you want, without question. You want people to command around. You don't want humans in your life. You don't want to connect with another human being. You want someone to obey. Is this the female version of the Brozo earlier who left his family to be with the gal who he just wanted to listen to him and obey him? This is the Bizzo version. The Bizzo version. Yes, OP, you are an ASCOM 1. You're terrible. And Alice. Oh yeah. He's the one. Yeah. There are problems. They're going to prevent you from having a successful relationship, period, especially if that relationship involves other people. You can't control the ex. You can't control the kids. You're sort of controlling your fiancé here, but that's getting ready to blow up too, because thank goodness he's like, yeah, no, my kids are coming. But I imagine that you are just a monster as a step parent. And I'm saying step parent because the bonus mom title does not apply to you. I'm sorry. That's something you have to earn and want to earn. I'm glad that this is going to blow up. This has to, right? This is going to blow up. They are not going to get married. They are not going to be together. And thank goodness, because you sound poisonous. Maybe reevaluate. His kids, yeah. She said she met his kids a few times. Like, why is he marrying her? That's what I don't know. I mean, clearly he's been pressured or tricked into this somehow, but why the fuck would you marry somebody that doesn't get along with anyone? Somebody that your kids don't like. Why would you be willing to do that? Toxicity level 10, Miss Kitty. Agree. It's just terrible. I just don't understand it. I just don't. All right, and with that, we will start closing out here. Thank you guys so much. She just wants a shoulder to cry on, and he's still leaning on her. Oh, she was his shoulder to cry on. Huh. Yeah. Bedroom Olympics, just might explain it. Might explain it. I wouldn't want children at my wedding, LOL. Yeah, but if they were your kids, you would want them there, right? And I think the expectation, or the way that we feel like it should go, is you like blend your family and view them as your kids by the time you're getting married. Or there at least should be an acceptance and a desire. Like, there needs to be enough love, not just with bride and groom, but with the ability for the family to get there. Even if they're not there right then, at least be headed in that direction and just not in the complete opposite direction, which is where she was. Yeah, and some people have like hard, like firm views on this one way or the other, and that's cool. That's your life is what brought you there. But I think if bride and groom have kids, them not being involved would be a little bit weird to me. But that's because, the kids and family are huge to us. I can see it not being the case for some other people. Robin, thanks so much for the share. Greatly appreciate it. Hoovian Jin, Allison Lowe, Pittsburgh Penny, 13 Butterflies, Tila Smith, Sandra, Minions Den, Jessica Kearns, A. Robertson, Nicole, Angie, 535, Lauren Singleton, Yazzie, Queen Dobby. Thanks you so much for the love with the gifts there. Nicole, I see you there as well. Erica Kimball in the gosh heckin' fam. Hell yes. Thanks so much for that. Cuddles make puddles. Haha. Jim, 330, Dizzy Cat, Elise, Angie, Diana, JJ, Olivia Marie, Shan, Elise, again there, 13 Butterflies, Dizzy Cat, Madeline, Leo, and Lucy, members of the Gosh Heckin' fam. Hell yes. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. VIP will start here in about 10 to 15 minutes. The next stream will be a multi-stream this coming Sunday, June 30th at 9 p.m. Central. Will be on TikTok and YouTube. The normal TikTok stream for next week, we will be on Wednesday, July 3rd. We will be on at the normal time, 3 p.m. Central. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel and checking it out for new content. We have multiple posts every day there. Find the latest Dusty Thunder podcast episodes, which we did with Ellen, Sergeant Mac, and Candy Thunder. It's flipping awesome. Also, exclusive content over on that side as well. VIP Live in 10 to 15, where we will spin the Wheel of Thunder. We'll see you there.